Hey, what's up guys? Joseph Williams here, Ruston Tippets over here. We've got a Q&A coming at you about testosterone boosters, so stay tuned. And then cue the intro. Hey guys, Joseph Williams.
Ruston JT over here.
And we are going to talk to you today about testosterone boosters. Just to give you guys a little background of who we are, we're exercise physiology majors. We're about to graduate with our degree here in a couple semesters. I think I have one more. You have like
same.
Two,
Same.
one, whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Point is, we're about to graduate with our degrees, and yeah. So I got a question here from Instagram, and the question is, I'm really looking to gain size. Should I take a testosterone booster, and do you have a testosterone booster that you prefer? So first off, I want to go back and say it's a kind of a double-edged question because he wants to gain size. So we could make an entire video on how to gain size, but the specific thing here is the testosterone booster. And honestly, I say don't take testosterone boosters. And we've drawn out a little elementary school drawing, and we're going to explain why you shouldn't take testosterone boosters.
Yeah. So let's be real. Anybody in the gym, you've heard from at least one of your bros or whatever, your lifting buddies or somebody just at the gym, that you should take a testosterone booster, right? And so we're going to go into detail of what that actually means, what the results they're trying to get from that, and how it's going to work exactly. So, all right. So here's our very elementary level explanation about testosterone. So when you're looking at this, in the bottom corner you have those little receptors, and that line that goes across the corner just represents the phospholipid bilayer that surrounds each of your cells. So testosterone is a fat lipid based hormone, which basically just means it's a signal. It's meant to communicate a message somewhere in your body. All of your body cells actually have testosterone receptors on them. And so testosterone can go straight across the barrier because it is fat-based, and it's going to bind to those receptors, those little triangle-looking things in the corner. Now, everybody, during the day, you have what's called your resting serum level testosterone, which is basically just the amount of those dots is what testosterone is represented by. How many of those are floating through your body that are not bound, that can then cross the barrier of your cell to send a message, to send that signal. And testosterone, when it binds, it sends the signal for increasing energy usage. If your muscles are being broken down, it's going to increase muscle repair, muscle size. So that's the signal that the testosterone is sending, basically. So those other ones that are towards the top of the screen, the dots with the little lines next to them, those represent the amount of testosterone that you have that is bound by what's called a globulin. Because eventually, as they're floating around, they're going to get broken down, they're going to be used as other things, and so when you bind it like that to a globulin, it increases the half-life of the testosterone, basically, so it can float around your system longer before it gets broken down. So what you do when you take a testosterone booster, and to be 100% real with you, some of them don't even work, period. Especially with the orally ingested testosterone boosters, you need to be careful that you're actually getting your money's worth, because not all of them are even going to work. Because when you ingest, we talked about this in another video when we talk about BCAAs and amino acids, when you ingest a protein, your body breaks it down to its basic elements, those amino acids. And so the same thing when you digest a fat, which is what testosterone pretty much is. It's a lipid-based hormone. A lot of them are going to get broken down into its basic components before it can even get to your cells and give you that signal. So Joe's going to talk about what the ones that actually do work, first of all, period, what those are doing to your body.
I zoned out. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so I was going to throw out there, some of them don't even work, period. Like
Right.
They don't do what they say they do.
Okay.
The ones that do actually work, this is what they're going to be doing.
Okay.
So now you talk about the fancy dots and stuff.
Okay.
So just to bring it back to the diagram here, as you can see, there's all these little dots here, and we're just going to pretend that's our testosterone. Like Ruston said, these are our receptors. So when you do take a testosterone booster that does work, you're literally just increasing these dots. So you're just putting more and more little testosterone dots, essentially, that into your system. The reason that's a terrible idea is because you still only have X number of receptors, and they're not able to bind to those receptors. And when they're not able to bind to those receptors, then you just have a lot of excess testosterone.
Yeah. And so when you have those extra levels of testosterone floating around, your body will use things. It doesn't just throw it away, because obviously it's not going to waste resources. So if you have an extra amount of testosterone floating around, it's actually going to take that and convert it with an enzyme into what's called estradiol, or estrogens. There's a whole family of the estrogens group. And so if you take a lot of testosterone, you're going to get more estrogen. And more estrogen is actually going to take you further away from your goals than what you want. So the big top level bodybuilders, or whatever they're doing, that are taking testosterone, they're also taking enzyme inhibitors. They're also taking things that are going to block that process from becoming estrogens, which is 100% not included in your basic on-the-shelf testosterone booster. So unless you're taking the really hardcore stuff and you're taking those inhibitors, a lot of what you're doing, like Joe said, is just increasing the number of little dots you have floating around without increasing the receptors. And so you're going to have an extra amount just lying around, and your body's going to do other things with it.
Which is why a lot of people end up with man boobs.
Yeah.
just to be blunt with you. So to really answer the question, are testosterone boosters a good idea? No, absolutely not. Because you literally are either wasting your money and going backwards with your goals. One thing that you can do is you can take, there's certain supplements that will increase the amount of receptors that you have. That would be beneficial for you. Basically, you'd be able to absolutely utilize the testosterone your body's already making, and instead of letting some of that extra go to the estradiol and the estrogen.
So yeah, in summary, if someone's trying to get you to buy a testosterone booster, unless we're talking about super high quality with the enzyme inhibitor, you might as well just not waste your time or your money. It's not going to get you the results that you want. It might give you a really good placebo. You might be super jazzed for your gym sessions for a while, but that's pretty much all you're going to be getting from that. Shoot, I had something I was going to say and then it just gone. Oh, lifting weights actually spikes your testosterone levels naturally anyway. So if someone's trying to get you to take a testosterone booster so you can gain size, just go to the gym, and you're already doing that. Your testosterone levels are actually really high in the morning anyway. Like most hormones, that's going to spike while you're asleep. So if you lift in the afternoon or the evening, it's going to spike those levels again. So you can do it naturally. Just get off your butt and go to the gym, and boom, testosterone booster right there.
And the reason that they're so high in the morning is because they're actually produced when you're sleeping. So if you're not getting adequate amount of sleep and you're staying up late playing video games, watching Netflix, whatever it is you're doing, you're literally missing out on gains, essentially, if you want to put it as simple as that. So go to bed, have a bedtime, 10 o'clock, whatever works best for you. Make sure you're actually getting in bed and getting to sleep. Get a full night's sleep, so that way your testosterone, your growth hormone levels, everything is spiked to its fullest potential in the morning. Go to the gym in the afternoon, get that second little spike during the day, and I promise you, you're going to see a lot better results than you will with any kind of testosterone booster.
That's all I got.
All right, cool. So, Ruston, where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at RustonJT, RustonJT. Obviously, like the video, subscribe here to Jaws Fitness YouTube channel. We're going to have stuff like this coming out all the time to help you guys out.
Yeah, thanks for that, brother. If you're interested in a free ebook, down in the link below, in the description box below, there's a link for a free ebook that you can request. It's basically for beginners. If you've been lifting for 2-3 years, you don't need it. But if you're a beginner and you're looking to get started in your fitness, go ahead and get that free little ebook, and it'll help you out there. And you'll also be able to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the channel. Once again, subscribe, like the video if you like it, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time.